Shalom Aleichem. Welcome to Breslov campus, Parshat Kedoshim. This week is Parshat Kedoshim. As Rashi starts off, it was said, Roiv Gufei Torah are found in this Parsha. Many of the laws that are applicable to Klal Yisrael are found in this week's Parsha. That's why it was said Bahakel, they were together. And one of the things, Rabbi Nachman has a lesson 13 in Likutei Moharan, where he says explicitly that the more Jews that get together, the more Jews that we can have working in Achdus as a group, as a unity. That's what brings out the Torah, right? There are 600,000 Jews, and there are 600,000 letters in the Torah, and the more Jews that get together, the greater amount of Torah we'll be able to understand. So one of the first lessons of the Parsha is unity, getting together. And this is borne out later on in Shlishi, where the pasuk says, Sheni, it says actually, Lo selech rochil bi'amecha. Do not go and speak amongst, chatter and slander amongst your people. V'lo yisa'amoid al dam ri'echa. You should not stand upon your brother's blood. Chafetz Chaim says that, quite frankly, when a person speaks Lashon Hara, it's just as if he spilt his brother's blood. Just like that. Right? That's how bad the Isur, the lav, the prohibition of Lashon Hara is. As far as we are concerned, what it has to do with the unity is that when slander, Lo selech rochel bi'amecha, do not slander among your people, it simply means that you're causing disparity, you're causing disunity among our people. That's no good. That's not something that we could tolerate. It's not something that we could ever look forward to, that we could ever really have, and whatnot. It's not for us. We have to learn unity. We have to learn that. So the Parsha starts off, Kedoshim Tihiyu, you should be a holy people. Right? You should be a holy people. Coming off the end of last week's Parsha, Acharei Mos, so that Parsha ends with a lot of immorality, a lot of sexual sins and whatnot. And the Torah this week starts off, okay, we're past that. We learned about the difficulties, the problems, the challenges of morality, right? Now we have to learn about sanctity. We have to learn to sanctify ourselves. So the Medrash says, Kol mokum she'ata motzei geder evra, ata motzei kedusha. Any place that you will find this talk about immorality, you will find also there's extra talk about sanctity, right? Because the more we sanctify ourselves, the more we realize that we have our own areas that we have to excel in. We find our individuality coming to the front. Unity, well, maybe that means that we have to all get together. We all have to be one. But can we really be one? That's what the Parsha is challenging us. Can we really be one? We have all our own individual ideas. Each one of us is a separate person. And each one of us should not be a clone. Clones are for the scientists. Okay, let them work on the DNAs and all that kind of stuff. But that's not for human beings. Human beings like us, we're not supposed to be clones. We're supposed to be ourselves. We're supposed to work on ourselves. So how can we do that? Well, we start from the beginning. Kedoshim Tihiyu. Ki kadosh ani Hashem Elokechem. I am sanctified, Hashem says, therefore you should be sanctified if you want to come close to me. Right? And then it says, amazingly, Ish imoy v'oviv tira'u v'es shabsoisai tishmoyu. Each person should honor their parents, and they should sanctify Shabbos, honor Shabbos. So now we're going to look at it. Okay, you want to sanctify. Well, Shabbos is sanctified. I'm not going to go to work. I'm going to be careful. I'm going to dress my best and whatnot. What does that have to do with honoring your parents? And that's the first thing that the Parsha says. The Parsha says, right, honor your parents first. Fear, honor, stand in awe and respect of your parents, right? This is one of the major lessons of Judaism. In fact, let's go back to the Ten Commandments for a moment. Right? The Medrash tells that when Hashem gave the Ten Commandments, he says, I am the Lord your God. Second commandment, you should not have any other gods beside me. Third commandment is do not swear falsely. Do not use my name in vain. The fourth commandment, honor the Shabbos. The nations who also heard the Ten Commandments, because when God spoke, the entire world was quiet and everyone heard everything. The nations began to say, hey, this God is all out for himself, right? I am the God, no other gods beside me. Don't use my name in vain. Honor my Shabbos. The fifth commandment says, honor your parents, honor your father and mother. When they heard that, they said, this is a God that's interested in others, in many people too, in the sanctity of people, the greatness of what human beings are. If you want to be sanctified, then sanctify others. Start with your parents. That's where you came from. That's your root. And every person has a different root. Every tree has a different root. Every blade of grass has a different root. Every vegetable has a different root. Right? We too have different roots. Our parents. Right? Let us honor our parents. Give them the respect that's due them. They birthed us. They raised us. They nurtured us. They brought us to where we are. Right? We have the common thing is always the kids, you don't understand what's going on in my life. Parents, there's the generation gap. We don't know what's going on. No, we know very well what's going on. What's going on is that the child has a rebellious streak, which is natural. It comes from the Yetzer Hara, from the evil inclination. And every child thinks that he knows what's right in his generation. And therefore, we have to learn to respect our parents. Doesn't mean they're always right, but they're our parents. When we learn to give respect where we don't feel like it, because look, these parents are ruining my life and whatnot, whatever. But when we learn to give respect where we don't feel we should, yet we do give the respect, then we learn unity. Then we learn, okay, this is a joint effort. My parents joined together. They begat me. Here I am, right? Unity, right? Al-Kain Ya'azav V'ishes Ova V'yasimoi in Genesis, the end of the second chapter, it says a person leaves his parents and he joins up with his wife. And then they have a child, right? And that's where I come from. So I have to learn the value of unity, the value of respect, because respect comes with unity. If I respect the other person, then I can be one with him. I can be myself. I don't have to turn into him. I don't have to turn into her. I don't have to be somebody I'm not, but I can respect the other's views. I don't slander that way. I don't spill blood. I don't hurt others. So one of the major teachings that we have from Parshat Kedoshim is the value of unity and the value of respect, value of our being able to give over to others that which we want. As Hillel said, the golden rule. Do not do unto others that which you do not want done to yourselves. That which is hateful to you, do not do to another. In English, the golden rule is do unto others as you would have do unto yourself. No, because what you want doesn't always mean it's right. But what you don't want, that for sure you know you don't want. If you don't want it, tells us Hillel, then don't do it to somebody else. Respect him. And then we'll have unity. Be'ezah Hashem, if we have unity, then we're going to have an abundance of Torah. We're going to be able to see the beauty of Torah, the wonders of Torah, and we're going to be able to see the wonders of Hashem. May Hashem bless us that we take this lesson to heart, and Be'ezah Hashem, we'll all be good. We'll all do the right thing.